Hello there, animated people. I've been wanting to do a DAR guide for a while. Then OAR came around and I decided I would put it off until I upgraded. Today I'm here to tell you how to use DAR and OAR, and it turns out you can one-for-one swap from DAR to OAR with no trouble. I just did it. First off, for the uninitiated, I want to make a distinction between DAR and OAR and Nemesis/Finesse. Skyrim has a set number of animations in the base game. Finesse and Nemesis add new behavior files that can introduce new animations into the game. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to be referring to these as Nemesis animations from now on. DAR and OAR can change the game's base animations or these new animations, and can alter them dynamically based on conditions. In both mods, this can be done with text files outside the game. In OAR, these can be altered with an in-game menu as well. OAR is fully backwards compatible with DAR, works with 1.5 SE, AE, and VR, and it also added new conditions. First, I'm going to cover the configuration file style. This works for both mods. Similar to SPID, all you need to do is create a folder with this file path, usually packaged with animation mods, but you can also make your own. In place of mod name, put the mod you're pairing this animation with, or you can just make a standalone folder, and place it under DAR or OAR, whichever you have. In place of the words a number, put a number. This determines the priority of the animation. So if you have two idols, then you're more likely to have the one with the higher number occur. You can also mess with this with conditions by putting random numbers. I'll cover that later. In this folder, you put an animation that's named appropriately, the thing you want it to do. This means naming the animation the same as one of Skyrim's base animations, or Nemesis animations, like mt_idle.hkx. Of course, the animation you put in there actually has to be that type of animation. And there is some leeway on mix and matching two-handed weapons with each other and one-handed weapons with each other. If you want there to be different female and male animations, or for this to only affect males or females, then create a male or female or both folder and put different animations in each. If you want it to affect everyone, just don't do that. Also in this folder, you put a conditions file. Now this is where adding animations can get really complex. What conditions can you add for your animations? Well, there are a lot of different conditions possible. Check out the descriptions of each mod for more granularity. I'm going to cover some of the most popular ones and most useful ones. Before I start, conditions can be nested together with ands and ors and nots, like a logic puzzle. So if you see is female, you can do not is female for males. If you want is female and is equipped right a sword, you can do an and. If you wanted a tired idol to play when you're either heavily damaged or low stamina, you can use an or. Here's some useful examples. First, the aforementioned is female and is child are very useful. Has perk and has spell. Say you have a super cool sneak animation and you only want it to play if you have one of the high level sneak perks. You can get the form ID off Xedit. Is equipped right and is equipped left. Say you want a type of idol to only play when you have a sword equipped, or you want an attack to only happen when you attack with a sword. Different classes of weapons are given by number below. Is attacking, is running, is sneaking, is sprinting are all useful for changing those specific movement types. You can use is in combat to have a different idol in combat to show that your character is ready. There are way more possibilities, but I'm just glossing over the best one. The most granular one is actor base. That is, if you know the specific form ID of a specific person and you only want that one person to have that animation, you can give it to them. This is most useful for the player if you only want the player to have certain animation. You want to have cool flips, but you don't want Nazim to have them.
Sit perfectly still. Only I may dance.
Because the player character is always 7. One more thing I said I would talk about is random. Say you have 80 idols you like, and you just can't decide between them. Add in all of your condition files and random parentheses and then a number that's below 1. Stuff with higher priority will still take priority. They'll have a weighted number, but all the stuff that's for the same animation that is random will play eventually. As you can see, this ranges from adding a couple animations to adding literally thousands of new animations. The sky's the limit. Well, actually, I guess 32,767 is the limit for now, but that's a big limit. All right, one more time. All this works with OAR or DAR. Now I'm going to cover OAR's in-game menu. Activated by Shift and O at the same time. You can change this. All mods marked Legacy are DAR mods, but they still function. Inspect mode is just to look at your animations. User and author mode is to change animations that are already loaded in your files per section 1 of this video. They do so by using .json files rather than via text files. The main difference is user mode uses a different .json that overrides the original file in the mod, but doesn't change or delete it. Author mode edits the original mod's .json file. Also, OAR's menu lets you drag and drop or copy-paste conditions from one animation set to another as you like. A random added plus is making an animation interruptible, so you can cancel an animation if needed. And really, since I already showed you the conditions, that's most of the information. Feel free to play around with the in-game menu. I have one additional secret piece of information for you. MCO is a great mod, and if you use it, you have access to lots of extra attacks. If you don't want to use it, but you like an animation from it, you can still use them. All you need to do is rename the MCO attack 1.hkx, 2, 3, etc. to whatever weapon type animation they actually are. Keep in mind, MCO locks your movement while you're swinging, so this can get a little janky if you don't curate your animation for this purpose. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful. It's just a couple clicks to you, but perhaps it will finally spurn me to finish my third novel. As always, happy modding.